Best view of the front office you have.
Yeah. It's Curb. I'm with a different company now. I'm not over the road. I'm home every day usually. If not that day, the next day. Doing something a little different now. But I just wanted to update everybody, man. I'm still driving. Obviously, I do night driving, night runs. And I got an older truck. And I don't really care. It's old. I don't have to live in it. But the one thing I like about this truck is this thing here. It's older, so it has this loud Jake. Oh man, I love it. What's going on, people? I wake up in the morning. I take a long commute to work, a couple steps. I go from that bed to this seat, and I drive. How lovely of a life. I appreciate everybody watching. And the reason I started these videos in the first place is to kind of help people. Before I got into trucking, I would look on YouTube and try to see somebody my age to see if they can handle it. You know, just see how, if somebody my age could handle it. And I didn't find anything, so that's why I started making videos. And, but at the same time, you know, I'm 22 now. I was 21 when I started. Yes, trucking companies will hire you at 21. They need drivers. Every trucking company needs drivers, except for local companies. But over-the-road companies, they'll hire you at 21, out of school. So somebody asked me and said, you know, they heard you had to be 23. That's a lot. I just want to be real. Like, I try to show everything, the good and the bad, but like, I really just want to, you know, talk about the true trucking game. Like, it's not all peaches and cream. No peach, no cream. A lot of bull and a lot of shit. I digress. I wouldn't. I see a lot of young guys, you know, trying to get into trucking, and I just want to say, someone my age, there's much more you can do in life than driving a truck. Like, I'll be doing this all day today. 6 hours from now, I'll still be sitting in this seat. I'm 22 years old. I'm young, active. That's a waste of life. Like, there's so much more I can be doing. And there's so much more you can do. Now, if you went to college didn't work out, you had a job, you got laid off, or you got fired, or you just quit, you know, you can't see yourself working a job, bills are due, you need money, okay, I understand that. You know, that's a responsible decision. You know, you're doing what you got to do. Then I would say trucking, because trucking is a stable job, is stability, but honestly, if you work at a factory or something, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna make what you make out here on the road. Truck drivers don't make a whole lot of money. Like, a lot of people think you're gonna come in and just be balling. No, you can work a regular job every day and make what we make. You probably make more than a truck driver, and you're not living on the road like an animal. So, I mean, that's just the honest to God truth. It's not a lot of money in truck driving. I don't know what you heard. You may have heard a lot. You can make an okay living. You can live, but it's nothing crazy out here, man. And to make it, you know, to make big money, you gotta run. Like, you gotta never want to be home. You gotta be out here for months at a time. And to me, I just don't think you should have to live that way to make a decent living. Like, yeah, you're making money, but what are you doing with it? Like, you're living in a truck for months at a time just to make a decent living. Like, you're in a truck. There's situations where, and you're not always moving. A lot of the times, you're going to be sitting around waiting for 4 or 5 hours in this truck. And can't you see the fun and excitement in this truck? It's so much to do in this truck. For a good 4, 5, 8 hours, you're just sitting waiting for them to load your truck. You're waiting for them to unload your truck. Or you get to a place, if you ever go to Dollar General, you will experience this. You can be there at 9 a.m., but they're not going to unload you until 8 p.m. So guess what you're going to be doing? What's up, people? Skirt. Another situation. It's going to be another 14-hour day. I'm at this place trying to get unloaded, and they're slow. There's a lumper involved. My appointment was for 7. I got here at 6:30. It is now 9 p.m. They haven't even started unloading me yet. And as you can see, this place is crazy. This guy's trying to back in here. And then you got all this stuff going on there. What the hell? It's tight over here, man. But anyway, this is one of the downfalls of being an over-the-road driver. It's kind of, there's no consideration for your time and how you're gonna do things. Like today, like it's 9 o'clock, where am I gonna find parking? I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. There's not a lot of parking around major cities. Well, I shouldn't say that, but it's gonna be tough. This time of night, it's gonna be tough trying to find parking. And I got 2 hours left, period. So, and they haven't started unloading me yet, so I'm probably gonna run out of hours today. So I'm just gonna have to call my company and let them know. You know, I came in here with 4 hours. I don't have any hours left, but I gotta find somewhere to park. It is what it is. You know, it's one of the downfalls of being over-the-road drivers. And just giving y'all the real. It can suck some days. Today is one of those days. It sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. It's what you call slow service. I've been here for 5 hours. I've been on a door for about 4 hours, and they still haven't started loading me yet. It's ridiculous. Trucker's life. Sitting in this lovely truck. Again, I say it's so much to do in this truck. I mean, and it's so spacious. Like the entertainment in this truck is just, I hardly can contain myself sometimes. It's just so much to do in this truck. So, yeah, again, it's easy to be sitting somewhere for 8-9 hours in this truck.
Kick butt.
Take him out. He sweat?
What?
He sweat there.
Yes, huh?
Comedy, man. It's comedy.
First and 10 LSU from the 6-yard line.
Amish people, this is holding me up. Oh my God.